question of the meaning of being is the most universal and the emptiest. But at the same time, the possibility inheres of its most acute individualization in each particular if we are to gain the fundamental concept of being, and the prescription of the ontologically requisite conceptuality in all its necessary variations. We need a concrete guideline. The special character of the investigation does not belie the universality of the concept of being. For we may advance to being by way of a special interpretation of a particular being, Dasein, in which the horizon for an understanding and a possible interpretation of being is to be one. But this being is in itself historical, so that its most proper ontological illumination necessarily becomes a historical interpretation. The elaboration of the question of being is a two-pronged task. Our treatise therefore has two divisions. Part 1, the interpretation of Dasein on the basis of temporality Zeitlichkeit, and the explication of time as the transcendental horizon of the question of being. Part 2, basic features of a phenomenological destruction of the history of ontology, along the guideline of the problem of temporality temporalitat. The first part is divided into three divisions. 1. The preparatory fundamental analysis of Dasein. 2. Dasein and temporality Zeitlichkeit. 3. Time and beings. The second part is likewise divided in three ways. 1. Kant's doctrine of the schematism and of time, as preliminary stage of a problem of temporality temporalitat. 2. The ontological foundation of Descartes, cogito sum, and the incorporation of medieval ontology in the problem of the res cogitans. 3. Aristotle's treatise on time, as a way of discerning the phenomenal basis and the limits of ancient ontology. Division 1. The preparatory fundamental analysis of Dasein. What is primarily interrogated in the question of the meaning of being sane is that being seen which has the character of Dasein. In keeping with its uniqueness, the preparatory existential analytic of Dasein itself needs a prefigurative exposition and delimitation from investigations which seem to run parallel. Chapter 1. Bearing in mind the point of departure of the investigation, we must analyze a fundamental structure of Dasein, being in the world in der Welt sein. Chapter 2. This a priori of the interpretation of Dasein is not a structure which is pieced together, but rather a structure which is primordially and constantly whole. It grants various perspectives on the factors which constitute it. These factors are to be kept constantly in view, bearing in mind the preceding whole of this structure. Thus, we have as the object of our analysis the world and its worldliness. Chapter 3. Being in the world as being a self and being with others. Chapter 4. Being in as such. Chapter 5. On the basis of the analysis of this fundamental structure, a preliminary demonstration of the being of Dasein is possible. Its existential meaning is care. Chapter 6.